Hey everyone, it's Ruger. Welcome back. Today I'm making a video about why it's important to have basic maintenance, repair, and just the willingness to do small repairs on your properties. Um, the reason I say this is because I've had so many situations where either the handyman that use all the time is not available, stops returning my calls. I'm in the bottom of their list for them to come up next. Um, or the repair is too small. That has been an issue. You take a picture off the wall and I need to patch a hole, paint, things of that sort. So the job may be too small for this person, um, and sometimes you just want it done, right? You're seeing it day in, day out. You want things done. So here, I had to replace the vent cap from this wall heater we have. The old one was kind of broken, rusty. It wouldn't fit. It was slanted. It just looked weird. So I went out. First I had to find a place that sold it. Here's the new one installed. We went ahead and painted it white to kind of match with the other parts on the roof, just so it looks all similar. But this here was such a simple task that I think a handyman would have said, I'm not going to go out there. It's not really worth my time unless you pay more. So it's easier for me next time I'm at the hardware store just to find the same model, pick it up, know that I need to be able to install this, go on the roof, and do that. And this was something that every time I pulled into the driveway, I can see on the roof, slanted. You would hear it in the wind just because some of the flaps were kind of broken. And now that it is new and painted, installed, no longer makes noise. Better for the rain to kind of just drip off it, and it just blends in where I don't see it. So this perfect sample here. Another one on the roof as well. We had to replace this valve here. I painted it. Same thing, just blend in. The issue with it, I wanted to be able to attach a hose if I ever needed to clean the gutters or take a hose up there for any reason. I wanted to add this attachment to be able to add a hose to it. So same thing, another small task that I think any person would say, you're really calling me for this. Same scenario, next time I'm at the hardware store, just buy the attachment, have the tools, go up, and here it is. Same thing, I spray painted it so it doesn't really stick out in the sun, but now I know this made me happy. If I ever need to wash my gutters or anything like that, spray the roof off, I can attach a hose, and this is on the roof. The reason for this spigot here is they used to have a swamp cooler on the roof. They got rid of it many years ago, and when we purchased it, the infrastructure is still there. So we replaced this leaking. Everything looks good. Super simple. It can take 5 minutes to replace and paint. And again, a handy person may have me at the bottom list, right? They're not going to really prioritize this unless I'm going to make it worth their time. And having the basic tools, having the basic maintenance things made this so much easier. Here's another project. Just we had some old handles for the cabinets. I cleaned them, I washed them. We had some matte black spray paint. Take them off, spray painted them. You can kind of see the difference on that there. This is more of a preference thing. Hey, you know what? They're starting to look old. I want to make it look nice. Knowing my way around basic tools, again, in this case, a screwdriver and a steel wool to scrub in and paint it, definitely makes a difference. But I'm not going to call a handy person, contractor, or anything like that. Here is the initial stages of patching this hole. We used to have a light here. We had an electrician come out. They replaced it, relocated it. We needed to cover up the hole. Like many electricians, they don't do drywall work, so I had to patch it up myself. And I've gotten better throughout the years. Nowhere near being perfect. The hardest part for me is the texturing. But here, the first pass. Here's dried, kind of patch it some more, and then here's when it's painted. So not the best picture. The lighting's a little bit off, but going back to picture number one, you can see that there was the hole in the middle. You can kind of see where it's not the best. You see the hole. The next day it cracked. Put more patch there, sanded it down, and then finally painted it. So having the basic skills and the equipment, right? This required me to have the paint that we use, some sandpaper, all that stuff. But this, again, it does not resort to the level of having someone come out and do this fix. And all these fixes were during different times. So it'd be one thing if I just say, hey, you know what, this Saturday, come over to my house. I have 7 jobs for you. Here are the list. And then it's a full day's work for this person. Many of these jobs were months, if not weeks apart. So being able to have the tools and have that, to have a gaping hole when you have guests come over for a couple of months until I get more jobs, I don't think it was worth the while. Here's another one. As you know, we built a bathroom. We had to kind of fill in the old closet. We took some of the closet space. And I said, you know what? Instead of waiting for someone who would charge us for the closet, we knew it was pretty simple, right? We're going to put something to hold the poles, and we're going to do a stackable one, and we knew how we wanted it. So we put in the wood there. Here we painted it. We're going to put the metal tubes, and there it was. So this was a simple project. This one here could have been, if we wanted the handy person or contractor come out, the person who built the bathroom, they could have charged us more to, again, make this into a full functional closet. We said, no, it's okay. We didn't, at the time when we finished the bathroom, we still weren't sure how we were going to want this closet when deciding to do not necessarily a his and hers, but a top and bottom to get the most space. As you see, we have some blankets on top. Super simple. We didn't put a door on this closet. It works for us, and that's what we did here. So the whole point of this video is have the basic tools, have the basic willingness to want to do these small tasks, and then just being the knowledge to know where to, what type of patch you're going to do, what type of paint, where to get the items. All these things here will come up, and unless you're going to wait for them as they pile up, you're going to be waiting, again, for that handy person, that contractor to do these things. When you have a house, a home, a property, I did a lot of this when I was renting my camping property on Hip Camp. These small fixes in a remote area, I didn't really have the connections out there to call someone. So many times it was me on YouTube asking friends and family, just reading, finding out how I'm going to do this fence, how I'm going to do a fire pit, how I'm going to do all these things. But again, just making sure that you do these things. And at a certain point, you will have to. So, again, if you're going to buy a property, investment property, personal home, anything like that, you're going to have to do these things. So, just be ready for it. All right, that's it, everyone. Stay safe.